Well, greetings, hello, and welcome. Episode number 37 coming at you. I guess 36 was the little one built in the parking lots and the parks. And if you look at the dates, my goodness. What a time. People have been like born in between lost episodes. Like, how does that even happen? Well, wouldn't be on point or on, what's the word I'm looking for? On brand if we didn't have these crazy delays. But, you know, though, I like the time in between. Sometimes it's kind of cool. Get to play catch up and all that, right? Hope you guys are doing well. It's been a while officially. Trying some other stuff out, but you know, how can you stay away from Skylines? And this series, man, it's just been hanging out, collecting dust. Way too long. Handful of you are watching this in order, and you have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, look at the upload dates. There's literally like 9 months or 10 months or something ridiculous. If you don't count the parking lot episode, which is an important one, but you know, momentum. All right, so here we are. Nice little quiet night in our beautiful city, which we haven't seen in so long. But because of the power of movie magic, for some of you, it's probably just a few minutes. Man, looks good. And I think for something that's like aged, you know, almost a year, it's looking not too bad. Not too bad. I think, you know, your personal playstyle changes as like time goes on. And there's been so many cool mods, which have like taught me how to like be a better vanilla player in a weird way. And we just tested out so much stuff. Just have so many more hours in the game now. It's crazy. I think I have like 300 or 400 more hours since we last did this, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. 5 builders, 1 city, more streams, but no, can't stay away from this, can we, eh? All right. Ooh, something has upgraded in the background here. It's not too bad. So the goal of today's episode is just to kind of start off a little bit slow, get ourselves reacquainted, take a look at some of the sights and sounds, and then, you know, in reality, if we just hang out here long enough, we'll probably unlock the milestone. But we do need to get another milestone unlocked. And we have a few spaces left where there's an abundance of space. So I was thinking of doing just a little bit of a push in a few different directions here. We definitely want to get the campus built. That in itself seems like just, I don't even know at this point. And of course the island, like, oh my goodness, right? Small town's kind of sitting around looking like it could use a bit of a planning or a head start. And then, you know what's a really, really good place for us to kind of dive in for today? It's just to add a few more suburbs into here and then maybe try to like figure out how some more farmland's gonna work its way in. So yeah, we can probably find a couple thousand people's worth of homes in here. And then, you know what? Oh, of course. Can't get away from them. All right, that's not what I'm looking for here. But yeah, there's a couple other spaces. I was able to find them when the sun was... Oh, you know where it was? My goodness gracious me. It was downtown. I was thinking of adding in some residential condos. Just in a couple of these spots here, maybe occupy some of the hills. So we'll see how that unfolds. But yeah, we're so close to the next milestone. And then that'll just take us to infinity and beyond. All right. I think I'm loving the day-night cycle, but just... No, you know what? Let's keep it. Let's keep it. Let's break tradition here. I was going to say it makes it hard to build, but you guys know this. But let's have a nice little cozy episode here. Man, all right. So just number one, I was just about to go rush over and click on the picker mod to make sure we're getting the same road here. So, man, it feels cool to be back in vanilla. Okay. So really simply, I want to use this road here as maybe a way through since we have the traffic light to connect up to the next road over. So why don't we use an asymmetrical road network here. Just get a few extra lanes going towards the highway. That's kind of cool. No, towards, please. And then let's just dive into the unknown. So we'll have some farms probably connect to this. And I do want to meander just under the hill right here. And we'll come in separate from the power plants. Yeah, very, very simple. I like the curve, though. It's kind of nice. And then at some point, I'm going to flip the directions here in terms of the lanes. There you go. And we'll probably do that as we add more streets to it. But this gives us a chance to maybe sneak one more road over here, follow the curve of this, come on in, and then do the same thing over here. Then we can connect up with some more farms. And I think the story over here we were going for was like, it started off as farming, and then maybe some farmers sold off some of their fields. And we have a bit of a planned suburb over here as a result. All right, so I can see that. I can buy that. Oh, you know what'd be really, really, really fresh is if we had a bike network that went with this. All right, now where was that? I distinctly remember there being a tunnel or a bridge or something somewhere nearby that was really cool looking. I don't remember if we had bikes or anything with it though. Oh, here it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't know. Did we put bikes? We had the bicycles going this way. Oh yeah, they make their own little perfect. Okay. So the bikes do come through. So why don't we change this? And we're going to have a little bicycle corridor coming through. Oh, some new buildings. Fun. Nice. Sorry, people. I don't know why you're frowning. Well, I guess the trees maybe help a bit with the noise. But I feel like it's safer bicycles to come through here because we have the crossing already. We have a traffic light. And let's sneak through here. And then where the crossing presents itself, let's just do a nice little diagonal cut. And then where does this take us? Is it scenic? Maybe. Does it go up to the small town? Probably. Small town. There it is. Small town, and then it'd be kind of nice is if we just kind of snuck around this little neighborhood here. Maybe went up to work there if you wanted to. Yeah, so why don't we just come in? Maybe even make a split. So we can meander. And we'll follow this. Might be nice to get that walking path in here as well. And then, yeah, just hold this thought. Where are you going? I don't know yet, but just hold that thought. And we'll just grab that spot there. Make that a little bit better. There you go. No movement mod today to help you. That's cool. I do have the quest, though. I've never really been closer. Like, I keep talking about it, and it's like 6 years later. I'm just making this, like, really grandiose modded series, and we might, you know, transform a little bit of this into some of those casual mods, show you guys what that's about, but, man, just from, like, the get-go, have a super planned city, 10 bazillion mods, never been closer. Yeah, over on Twitch, a lot of you guys have been spilling over, so I really appreciate you just coming over and saying hi and stuff. I know it's not for everyone, and I say that a lot, too, but it's cool when I see you guys there, and it's also awesome when I see you guys here, so never feel pressure. But over on Twitch, we just been doing like so much testing. So I feel like I'm just like a better player as a byproduct of just spending so much time goofing off over there, you know what I mean? So lots to see and do. Lots to try out. And yeah, time just goes on. You know, the more hours you put in the game, better you start to get, more fun you start to have, you start to test out some other stuff. And so I have some radical ideas, man. Especially for the island stuff that we can try out. Oh, cool. This is really nice, actually. So that was an oil field plus one of the timber areas have been moving up. So that's more assets we can use. That's eventually more, the words will come to me here, more factories, which are really, really fun. Day-night cycle off, please. We'll keep the weather. Keep the weather. A little bit of clouds, maybe, right? Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Also, can I just have a little asterisk now that I've come back, look at the city? I think, yeah, this is pretty ambitious, eh? It's like the last kind of episode we kind of left it at. I think that put me in a weird kind of spot where I think I just overdid it. And was like, I can't face the music. I'm embarrassed. So I think we need to change this into like two-way traffic, keep one bridge. Or make that into like a bridge that goes underneath for like road moving people purposes, not highway purposes. But, you know, I like this. But this is more just like sandboxy kind of silliness. So for those of you who had really constructive, fair feedback, I think I just kind of like ignored your comments. You're right. You're absolutely right. So we'll come back and fix all this. And then we got to tie into the university campus. I think we started off like a pretty strong layout here. And we're just running out of buildable space. And realistically, if we get one more tile, we can't even unlock the whole island. So, goodness gracious me. We can probably put this single point urban interchange in. But that just leaves us with like, yeah, half the island built. And I don't know how many people we're planning on putting down there. There should be some condos. But, yeah, we need to start going up in density in other spots here. Okay, this is clearly not where we were building. Let's head back over to our suburb. Here we are, my goodness. Yeah, that looks nice, yeah. And then what if we were to do, yeah, like a walking path on, even on either side? That's getting so out of control. Another thing I've been neglecting just through the series is just doing some detailing. I keep talking about it. It's like my unicorn. Oh, we'll detail eventually. So I could just throw in a little bit right now. Sorry guys, a little frog in my throat right here. Let me just take a swig of coffee. And cheers to anyone who's drinking coffee too. So where do I even fill you in? So this is a crazy one. So I live in British Columbia now. That's like probably the biggest life change. And there's actually some wildfires happening right now. So air quality is still pretty good in the grand scheme, but it feels a little dry. And sometimes you can get a hint of the smoke coming through. So I just feel like I'm a little dry in the throat today. But yeah, so I moved to British Columbia, no longer in the city of Toronto, so that's pretty wild. What brought that on? You know, just Just felt like the change was in the wind. Really nice out here too. My girlfriend's from the island, and yeah, a lot of friends and family are still here. So we used the work at home as an excuse and just head on over. All right, so let's do a little fence through here. Easy with the snapping points, please. And then I think this will be really cool to throw some trees in between. So yeah, I think we did post a video for those of you who just watched the other content. I know some of you just watch the Skyline stuff, but there are some other videos on here. And also pretty bad upload with those too. But no, the what was I trying to say? The spot where I live, it's a Vancouver Island. And you guys may have seen me like do a little drive around video. And so yeah, anyone who's around here, come say hi. Join the comments. Tell me what I should be seeing. And so far I really like BC. Just different. Ontario's cool. Nothing wrong with it, just an entirely different way about it. Alright, cool. And then, for those of you that don't know, I mean, it's kind of complicated, but like Vancouver Island is not really where you find Vancouver. You'd think it would be there, right? It's kind of a not. So Vancouver's we did it, excellent. Metropolis, that's fantastic. That's the new tile. That's airplanes. That is heckin' awesome. And that's cargo and regular airports too. We haven't unlocked the international big boy airport yet, but it would be kind of cool to do 2 different types of airports. Yeah, so Vancouver, biggest city on the mainland, as far west as you can go in Canada, pretty much. And then Vancouver Island is the big island that's like an hour off the coast. But then the capital city is Victoria. And I live outside the capital in a smaller city. Okay, I'm going to throw some trees down here because that'll be just awesome. And I think this will help kind of define where the farmers' fields might end and where we had a little bit of liberty to, yeah, do something like a bike network. Bike/people make your way through kind of thing. And then you guys know from before, as we put the trees in, we do lose the farmlands. That's why I'm not going like crazy overboard here like normal. But some trees in here would be very nice. And then, yeah, picture like on the right-hand side over here, a bit more farming. And then maybe over here, some transition into some people suburbs. All right, so snappers back on. And then maybe just where these are, and then we can throw the directions around a little bit here. Yeah, that's not too bad. And then I've gotten into the habit of using the dead ends a little bit more than I was in the old days. Still not 100%. I kind of be like, maybe. I'm getting a little better with them though. Okay, so I'll throw some of these high density buildings in. And then ideally we just pop the district a little bit higher. Kind of do that as we need to. And then we're just going to throw in some more of the suburb style housing here. Oh gosh, you know what? I just realized this is done as the Green City one. I wanted this one. Oh, for goodness sakes, I extended the wrong district. Hang on. Let's do a mix here. Hold on your phones here. Okay, fixed. Okay, so that'll help with the European suburbia and a little bit more green. I can deal with that, that's fine. So in that case, let's just go a little wall to wall and see what we end up with. I think it's a pretty good mix of the zoning squares in here anyhow. So we'll end up with some cool buildings. Academic here, it's growing, you know. Haven't really done too much with that. It's kind of the little starter campus we built. Oh gosh, you know what the main thing too that I've done that's different is since the 5 builders 1 city is I can't do anything but put the pipes under the road now. So to zoom out and see this, holy hot dog, I didn't even realize. Oh, I totally forgot. Yeah, I don't do this the way anymore. Interesting. I mean, we can't fix it. That is like, ain't no one going to sit through that one. I might fix that on my own. Going forward, for sure, we're going to be doing like a real city focused planning way of how to do this now. Because, you know, in real life, you like dig up the roads to access your pipes, which is a little bit crazy. So I think that the more, in air quotes, modern way would be to have like a conventional sewer, but a little bit taller, so you could like just not dig roads up. But either way, you find these like within the road network, right? So, oh boy, this is gonna give me. I don't even look at this anymore. That's okay. I'm overreacting. Yeah, going for it. We'll make that change. That's so funny. I completely forgot. All right, so this is starting to fill in, and you know, since we got it, like, what tile do we buy? So, I think the island would make sense. Definitely would. And if we do this one here, we can get the single point urban interchange, which is the mouthful, the Dan Collins Senior Ambassador Bridge. Get that up and over here. And because we don't have like true control over the traffic lights here, it'll be kind of like, you know, a fun take on a single point, but should still do well enough given our traffic volume. And it won't be the only way over. I have new radio stations too. I'm not really sure how much I enjoy these over the others, but let's give them another chance right now since you guys haven't heard them. Still kind of vibing the original. Okay. Right, I keep forgetting where we are. So casual expansion, that's starting to fill in. Let's do a few more of the blocks on the side here. Easy peasy. And this can just kind of sneak on. So we can do some more zoning going up the hill. There you go. Let's just keep an eye here. Make sure we're not too steep. I don't think we have to come through, but we could if we wanted to maybe like smooth that out a little bit, but I think the old me may have done that. But yeah, British Columbia, holy smokes, there was so much fun terrain to deal with. So I have such a new outlook on hills, on trees, on like mountains, on like ferries. So I think we're gonna have like a really fun experience here, like seeing the shift. And then like, yeah, I want to start bringing back some of the other series too as you roll your eyes, but onwards and upwards, my friends. Yeah, it's just been too long. Been too long, you know? Alright, so bring this through. A little bit of a mix through the roads here. And I kind of like the fact that this city is, like, unconventionally gridded. Really cool that, like, yeah, I was saying, like, we've been working on this for, like, a while, right? And to come back and to have, like, a different thought process and, like, a different style on how to play, but still really be, like, you know, invested in this city and really enjoy working on it. I think that's cool. Because how many of you, hands up, guilty, are, like, how many times have you started a city, worked on it, gotten to this point, and then been like, nope, we're starting again? I think I do the same thing, you know? Okay, let's just do that. And that'll give a nice impression where you can kind of walk right on over. And I'm going to put the, oh gosh, you know what would be kind of a fun challenge is to get a walking path in like this. Because the bicycles will still go on the walking path. I don't want to overcrowd this too much. Because we could do this, and we'll still have bicycles use that. And then have that come in. Let's keep an eye on this. Let's make sure that we're not borking anything here. Oh, here's a great chance. What are you guys doing? Oh, okay, so they despawned. Okay, never mind. This plan of yours has completely fallen apart. Thank you very much. All right, so bike back in place. And what is the game plan here then? We probably shorten the way. And then so yeah, this. There it is. There it is. Yep. Just got to be close enough that we can get the interaction points and not erase the progress that we've made. Perfect. And then a nice handsome, oh, one of these trees. Yeah, that's nice right there, eh? Perfect. It's a cool little spot here. Nice building. Okay. Coming together. Do a little bit of zoning in here. Thank you. Perfect. And then I think just the wall-to-wall should be okay for these spots. And then it'd be kind of fun here. It's like a little corner store or something. Okay, so pipes get expanded. What a difference. I think it's fun to see your city from this perspective when all the pipes match the road. Oh my goodness, I almost can't even do this. I don't know, like little bits at a time? Like, how do you approach this, you know? What a silly problem to have right now. Alright. I promise you this is not going to be like 45 minutes of just like, one more minute, guys. Here we go. Almost done. Oh my goodness. That's much better. Alright, so demand is starting to sneak back up for some housing, which is pretty cool. I think we have a long way to go until the next milestone. Almost like scared to look at this. Probably like 70,000 or something ridiculous. 65? Okay. That's actually not too bad. That is achievable. And then we do get the big boy airport. And then the extra tile, that's the real one. Alright, well, ain't gonna come unless we zone them. So let's get her done. Maybe we can sneak a couple dead roads in here. And then there is no European suburbia high density building, I believe, so I go in circles where I sometimes think there are, but I know there definitely aren't this time around, so I'm not going to bother with that. And we'll probably just connect those two. And then it probably wouldn't hurt for us to throw like a school or something. Oh, we already have one here. Good, 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 good. Of course we do. We built that silly building earlier, of course. Where's your nearest high school? That's starting to get away from us, eh? So I feel like the small town would for sure have a high school. Small town high school might be around here. We could have a bus that brings people in. That's an interesting thought. Or, you know, for the moment, we could just throw in a high school over here on the hill, actually. That fits rather nicely. That's a cool spot for it. And then what goes here? You know it. No, it's fun using these together. What do you mean? And that looks nice if we can tie it in with the street here. Yeah, I feel like my style, you know, like the game, there's so much replayability. It's like a blank canvas every single time. There's no reason to do the same thing over and over and over again. You can do like, you know, aspects of it, right? But the roads don't have to be the perfect grid. A straight line sometimes is pretty boring. So throw in some hills, you know? Like, let's just get out there. It feels like we're fresh and renewed. I love it. Sometimes, you know, time. The great healer, the great everything. Gives you all the perspectives. So good. So good to have you guys back too, eh? What are we all doing here? What is this, right? How long are these series even going for? What a time. What an absolute time it's been, eh? Alright, fill in. A little park over here might be kind of nice too. And actually, you know what would be really cool too is to throw in the skate park. Let's just grab one of these plazas. That's kind of nice because of the sidewalk aspect, kind of sneaking up through. Yeah, like the little retaining wall vibe, it's very nice. And then same idea as before, maybe like a smidgen of commercial along this little bit here. Oh, and then I guess maybe behind the high school is where our park could be. Just looking for, there it is. Looking for this guy. Okay. Terrain. Topography police coming to call, but let's just push that back just a little bit. And then I imagine we'd have a little sneaking road. A little sneaky one right through here. Changes the profile of our intersection, but the slope will work for us. No problems there. And then we'll avoid the perimeter of the factory here. A couple people just kind of living on the outskirts of it. And then I'm not really sure about that one, to be honest with you. I'd rather just have these guys be up here on their own. Let's get a T intersection here. Hopefully it's not too noisy. Maybe, you know, you wouldn't mind this in your backyard. Maybe not the building, though. Just a few houses up here. And then I believe power should be okay. I'm sure we'll find out pretty soon, though. No, we should be responsible and just sneak peek, just in case. There it is. There you go. Oh, that should connect. Yeah, that should connect from either side. Famous last words. No, I mean, will it? It should. It should. We'll keep an eye on it, though. All right, movement into the hillside here. That makes me happy to see population slowly going up. I won't say we're winning any awards just yet, but slowly getting up there. That one little symbol. How long has it even been ongoing for? I guess no one's really using this, right? So can't really be that stressed. That, of course, will probably get changed. And then, you know, I don't want to just like drop off trains here for like no one, but there you go. I have a lot of comments honestly come up, be like, hey, I think you're forgetting power over here. Well, not anymore. Okay, so what's the view like? It's kind of leaving the small town, let's say, and you're moving into like the city. It's neat having this here. And that's kind of a cool spot for it. I think we'll need to maybe fence in a bit more with this. Or it could be on its own road, just a little bit further down. We did terraform that section, so let's kind of maybe keep that where it is. And that could be the same kind of approach, right? Like someone sold their field and then put in a solar farm instead of a regular farm. We have to kind of make sure we're still keeping some farming aspect on like that side of the bike path. But yeah, we're just throwing that together in just a couple of seconds here. It looks really nice. Okay, so suburbs stuff will come in. And our housing demand completely dropped right off. So these guys need some jobs, that means. All right, so where can we throw in a few more offices? I did say down here I wanted some condos. I think once upon a time I was opposed to some taller buildings down here. But I think my thoughts changed. So I might actually go as crazy as maybe a wall-to-wall. We'll see what comes in. This could be a nice high-density area that's got some coolness because of the hill. And then as far as a few offices go, just in this spot might be perfect. Just on the edge of the campus. And then I'm sure there's a couple spots here and there where we can sneak in a few taller buildings, because density is important. As the city grows, we do need to go up in density. Can't just keep expanding. And then that'll be like a better use of some of our services, like the public transit and stuff, right? We'll get more customers. Okay, the mall, everything looks great. Like for vanilla, this looks great. All right, what might be a nice spot up here? Why don't we take a little side-on view here? See where the skyline could use a bit more of a push. Man, this looks fantastic. Could use a bit more density in here. I think it's gonna be some residential though. Just a little maybe dead-end road that goes in there. This trying to really nice. I like that. Nice transition. Yeah, not a lot of room, man. Not a lot of room. Let's just throw in a few more houses. This is tricky. Definitely have to, yeah, maybe convert an area over. Okay, so over here. Who could be... Oh, here we are. Now, we removed people from this spot for a reason, I believe. Or there's something that we left this open for. Because why is this so unzoned? What was the logic and rationale, I wonder? But yeah, I'm just thinking, though, like, this might be a cool spot to throw in a an office tower, actually. Or even just, like, a little bit of zoning from a worker perspective. And then because they're offices, they will do a great job at blocking the noise. The density could get out of hand, though. That's what I think, a little bit worried about, so... Maybe we can sneak some of these guys in, but... I think if we transition properly, kind of going up in scale. And then, yo, hey, wait a minute, hold the phone, hold on. We made parking lots. Why haven't we put any of those in? Where are they? No, these are the... Oh, this is the new bridges and piers, by the way. Oh my goodness, we have so much stuff, guys. So new content creator packs have come out. These things here, absolutely fantastic. So we'll see this kind of stuff like show up downtown. Like, oh my goodness, it's almost like we had, like, aligned the stars to make this happen. Above ground metro, bypass stations, beautiful train stations that have really cool parking lots. Let's make this up a little bit here. But yes, where would... Oh, they're under parks. They're under parks. We knew this. Yeah, here they are. So previous episode, I will, of course, have it linked in the little clicky thing at the end. But you can see us making these using the in-game asset editor. Pretty straightforward. Pretty handy. And they are functioning parking lots. And oh my god, we've wanted this so badly in the city, right? And I was a nice guy and made different types like this. So good for me. Like, holy hot dog. That was 2 seconds and that looked awesome. And we have some handicap spots. We have a little flower bed. We have some electric vehicle parking, and we did a little fun take on like what that might look like. So we put a bollard in, which I think is like an air conditioning vent roof prop thing. I don't even know what that is. It's kind of a weird one. And then just some solar panels. But that's cool, and that helps with our campus right here. Let's throw some of these in by the stadium. And what's really handy too is this stuff here is going to act like a park. So the land value go up. We actually have like cool park stuff too. We can put that in as well. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited here again. Nice, good for the campus. And then yeah, where do we find another spot for you? The beautiful irony is like a lot of these already have parking lots. So we actually don't really need another one down here, eh? Probably throw some in over here though. So much to keep an eye on going forward, eh? Now we have to make sure the parking lots are being used. And we got to make sure that we are doing a great job with the piping. Otherwise, I will probably lose my mind. All right, I'll take that. Different type of parking lot too. A little walking in between. And it's so simple and so straightforward. But just if we can sneak these in, I love it. Yeah, there you go. A little bit off center, but I'd buy it. And of course, what's our trick? You hide it with a tree, of course. That's not bad. Yeah, and we'll see people use it, which is really awesome. Okay, why don't we drop down one of the bigger parks? Let me put that over here in this corner. And the nice thing about these is you can snap the pathways to them. So we made it that with that in mind. So they'd be really good for like plazas and whatnot. Ooh, yeah, look at that, eh? That's cool. Oh, that would have been so cool to go across there. There you go. Yeah, it's just really nice filler. Zoom on out. I like that. And we could probably keep this one going. Just pause for a second, move those power lines. Close. There you go. Yeah, that's really nice next to the hospital. Man, what a difference, eh? Just parking lots and a park. So check out that episode, and don't be afraid to try some stuff out on your own. You can see it's really, really nice. And then people will interact with it, they'll walk on through. Whether they use these, I don't know, maybe. But it'll look like they are. And then it makes me feel better seeing people park in a parking lot. Okay, head back over and see how the suburb has been developing. Population's moved up 1,500 people. For those of you keeping score at home. That's not bad. Still some squares for this to expand into, so just leave it be, I guess, for the moment. As he zones more. Well, maybe like just 2 more buildings. It's supposed to be where the farms are going. I'm aware of that, don't worry. Okay. Now, I mean, realistically, we have to break ground in the small town here. We're basically running out of space otherwise. And then time-wise, I don't know. How long we do in today's episode? Do we get started over here? I think we might, maybe. All right, synthetic dawn here. So let me zoom out slightly. My thought with this small town is this road here should probably continue on down and then link up with the highway. I think we already had that thought. We probably want to bring one of these through. I think we're going to have a level crossing, and it's going to make its way into the planned downtown. I think the downtown should have a maybe like an octagon or a like what? Well, there's a stop sign or octagon. That's right. Like a 5-1-6 space. You don't even try to say it's like a square roundabout. We did one of these in the 5 Builder 1 City series. Ended up looking pretty cool. And I was loosely basing that off of a small town in Ontario, which is kind of cool. So I might have that as like the main central square, and then this be like just kind of in line and part of it. And then I think we mentioned this too, but it's really cool that this just goes up and over, and then we can have this be like a major way through in this like little dry riverbed. So yeah, let's break a little bit of ground here. Let some of the city stuff catch up in the background. Nice clean T intersection here. And then, Talk to me here, Goose. What are we doing? Let's try going up the middle. Let's not worry too much about the symmetry of this. And then this can be where the planned kind of like square center area is. Yeah, so to make a giant roundabout, let's see how that might work. And that'll probably end over here. Let me zoom out and see what this looks like again. It's not terrible. I feel like this needs to maybe curve though a bit better. Alright, just 1 second. Okay, so you're going like that. And then I want to have a lot of space in between here so that there's plenty of room for the vehicles to queue, for them to figure out what lane they want to be in. And so that'll go like that. And that'll make it seem like the small town is separate from the rest of the area here. So we ended the major roads. Yeah, we could even use. Actually, I don't know. See, we could use this as a skinny part here, right? No, I think it's a better transition. And the fact that it's a little bit crooked, eh? I don't know. Let's fix that if we can. Either make it way more crooked or fix it, my friend. There you go. Oh, it's my favorite song. Perfect. It was meant to be for us to go a little bit longer, eh? Thank you. Excellent. The eyelid's great right there. Yeah, very cute. Very fun. And then drawing the perfect square out of this. So how many units did you end up being? That's 900 worth of cost. That's 900. Double check that. And then, I mean, are we doing a square? Are we doing the roundabout? Are we doing the octagon? Like, what was... I think we're kind of messing this up here, aren't we, eh? Back this up there, partner. Yeah, try that. Try that again, please. And let's do a little bit of symmetry if we can. It's so funny, I'm having flashbacks to the 5B1C, because I called it an octagon there, but I think I'm actually going to make it a 5 shape one again. But this time I'm aware of it, though. Okay, so let's go up by 900 seem like a good amount. Can't do it with this rogue, 'cause it costs more. Let's try 880. Cool, a little bit of room still. And let's just go up by 240, 240. And then just, how many tiles down do we want to be? I think we're building a spaceship here. Let's go down 15. And we know it's 15 because if we take off the road guidelines, see that next blue line that pops in? Right there? Only comes in when you hit a 5 point, and then that's the next 10 spot. There we go. And then does this, I mean, what are we even doing here? This looks terrible. What are you doing? Actually, wait, does it look terrible? No, this is perfect. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah. You take back all those bad things you said. Yeah. then what we can do is force the traffic through here in a one-way. And then, had I planned this better, we would have been perfectly in line with the train station. Instead, we are just like 1 unit off. Oh my goodness, I want a refund. I want a refund on the last few minutes of my life right here, thank you. No, I'm actually dead serious. I'm gonna move this over. So help me. There it is. I feel like moving the train station way easier than rebuilding what we just did. And bonus points, that's smoother, so I'm happy. Road guidelines back on. Bring that over. Cool. And bring this in. Okay, now the hill, it's making this look a little bit peculiar. I almost feel like in retrospect, we probably should have flattened this out and then done a bit more of a staggered hillside kind of build here. So, I mean, the execution, let's be 100% honest. Let's be real here. It wasn't that great. I'm not going to point fingers, but I think someone just hastily built this. I think that someone was me, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. It's all a learning experience, right? We're just laying ground, as it were, right now. So, of course, what town wouldn't have bazillions of dollars just to terraform at will, right? Okay, so we'll go in, make that feel a bit more like there's a plateau up here to build on and stuff. Yeah, there you go. Because we probably will bring a bit of commercial. Oh gosh, we're already here. Oh no, all right. All right, I see what you're doing here. Okay, this is a little bit more tricky than I thought it would be. I do kind of want like a common retaining wall vibe here though, where we can do just enough zoning to come in and maybe like hug the rail kind of line like that, right? Okay, so that just means we have to move this over slightly. That's totally fine. And then I will do a much better job this time. Let's actually be real here. Alright, so just draw this out. That looks cleaner. And so, let's say it's from 440. Let's go out 440. So 220, no, 220, sorry. No, that does not work. I'm gonna have to do where like I can do the math, you know what I mean? If that makes any sense. Or we could just try to freehand it. Let's just see what happens. So there's the marker for the 10 point. We can just go out to 240, just eyeball this. And double check, that's 440. Yep. Nope. Yep. Yeah, try to trick me there. Alright. Still got it. Haven't lost it yet here. And then let's make that a symmetrical amount. Okay, 1040, that looks visually not too bad. No, something about that 200 maybe. Try this here. Okay, that works for me. That looks not too shabby. That will make into one-way roads. That's cleaner, way better now that it's flatter. I like that a lot. Bros, I won't lie, I kind of lost faith for a second there. I was like, oh no, please, this late in the episode, don't lose it. You're on to something here. Alright, may need to smooth this a little bit here out. And so just 200 units we want out there, so let's just kind of do our best here. There you go. And this should do a pretty good job getting traffic through. And I was saying this is kind of based loosely off of Goderich, Ontario. Which when I was growing up is where I spent my summers because I have a cottage near there. My mom still does. Now that I'm in BC, it's kind of tricky for me to head up there for the summer. But you never know. You might see me there one summer if you guys live around. Not impossible. And then, I don't know, is there the way back up here with like a tunnel? There's not a lot of room for it though, so I almost want to say no. Instead, what I think we would have, which might look really, really cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, brother. Mm-hmm. That's nifty. Something similar to this side too. Just to kind of make the downtown feel like it's a separate city. Like they plan this, it's got its own city hall, it's got its own like, you know, like public works and like hospitals and all that stuff, right? It's separate than the big city. We are our own entity over here. That's what I'm trying to say. And then I think we need another way in, just so we don't bottleneck. If you're doing level crossings, you want to have multiple, just so you don't be you're not flooding everyone through one spot only. So yeah, just a road coming through might work. Let's give it a little bit of character. There you go, just like a little bit of a bend of its own. That's not bad. Feels like you're leaving the town that way, which you basically are. And then I love doing like the tax office. I think we've done that before in a small town, which ironically enough, I think this is where we last left off in our Green Cities DLC. Is that we were just doing something very similar to this vibe, and then we just kind of left her. Yeah, that was it back there. Construct a water treatment plant. Oh, we can do that. I can very easily do that. Are you powered? Yes, you are. Okay, take one more swig of coffee here. Yeah, my throat's a little dry still. It's not too bad. And we'll try to get another episode out soon, guys, but I think we'll have to wrap this up in a second or two. All right, so, the highway. I think we'll probably build a bridge, move these things over, try to land up with this. I think that's going to have to come up and over. Kind of a fun back way in. And then do we have the tax office? We do. So this can be like small town city hall. And this can be the square that we're going to build this in. And we'll get work underway right away. So we'll ensure that city hall is powered. People are working. Red tape is being cut. And business will be booming before we know it. Even the small town should already have all this stuff, of course, right? And then as far as power goes for the moment, and then just a little bit of shops, please. Oh, that would have been cool. Oh, actually, that's a cool spot still. That could be something we put in here. No, it's too much of the retaining wall.
At the City Zoo, you can experience the wild in our wildest exhibition yet.
I feel like downtown is where we'd have the hospital. And that might be like the regional health center for like all the small towns near us. Okay, so like subject to some change, but I think that's a really cool start for the small town. Let me switch this over while we do our goodbyes. Until next episode, and oh, for Pete's sake. Now, so last thing I will say, we are going to zone off this in case you're like, what are you doing? So where I'm from, goodness gracious me, I don't live in Godrich, but yeah, where I've been in Godrich, they have a really cool central square, and it's got the courthouse, it's got some movie theaters, and a whole bunch of parking and that kind of stuff. So try to recreate something like that. And hopefully just, move traffic through in a nice calm manner. But give them a bypass. You don't have to go through this, of course, right? So we'll probably sneak a road on both sides of the train track. Yeah, I'll leave you there. Power's flowing. Passenger trains are coming in. That's cool. We'll get a way in for the passengers, probably some bridges, and some really fun bicycle infrastructure. Small town starting, though. Suburbs starting to come in. Well, we already had that one, but, we built it up a bit more. I like the transition, though. No one's really moved in here yet. Maybe there's better places, but you never know, one day. Otherwise, onwards and upwards, population's moved. Area's looking good. We're filling it in. We've changed over our pipes, and we're back in business. That's the main one here, eh? Back in business. All right, guys. Well, I will be a good person, and I will bank up a few episodes. So, in case you're wondering, oh God, please, are you just gonna leave us again with like 1 or 2 episodes forever? No, don't worry. I will actually get a few of these banked up, and then get them released in a timely manner. And then, I don't know, hopefully move into a more regular upload schedule. It's been just a weird one. I always just get like self-conscious when I make videos. So there's always just like weird distractions. Earlier when I was trying to record this, they're like doing construction up the hill, and like dynamite was going off. So that was like heckin' cool, but extremely loud and distracting. And I'm not joking, like dynamite. They're like blowing apart the hill to build some housing. So cool retaining walls and stuff. So that's why I'm getting so much inspiration. But goodness gracious me, that was a fun surprise. You hear the air horns, and then kaboomski. And then kaboomski again. And then more air horns. So that's fun. Yeah, I'll get a few episodes out. So your comments, I really do appreciate them. I'll try to incorporate them, but I might just be like a little bit behind kind of thing, you know what I mean? But I'd love to hear them. Love seeing you guys. And we'll be back. We'll be back soon. And you know me, I'm around. So you guys can always bug me on Twitter. Come join us on Discord. And yeah, anything, send me a show. Send me some pictures of your pets and stuff, right? I've got kittens too. Come on our Discord and see pictures of that. Otherwise, I think that's it. Good to see you guys again, and we'll be back soon. Adios and happy building. And guys, for real, for being this supportive, being this wonderful, making it this far into the series, being this patient, you guys, you don't know how good you are. So if I could, I'd give you all the biggest hug right now. You're just being so good to me. So appreciate you. We'll see you again. And you're like, what? Hey, this is Skylines. Get all these fields out of here. I don't know. I just, you know how it is. All right, guys, happy building. See you again. Adios.